Hi, welcome to another episode of the AEC Bar. We've had a lot of questions about the AEC Collections and what really is useful as tools within there for different personas. So I'm here to ask Peter, if you're working on building design, what are the tools in the AEC Collection that might help you from an infrastructure side?
Mm-hmm. So, good question.
I know.
Let's start with saying, a building always sits on a piece of land, right? So there's probably some design around the building that needs to happen. Could be roadway design, site access design, drainage design, and this is typically something that Civil 3D is really, really good at. So, in one of the previous videos, we've even discussed how we can integrate or combine the two products. And get alignment between the two. So Civil 3D definitely is a very good tool to use that sits in that AEC collection as well.
Yeah.
Another one definitely is InfraWorks. I think InfraWorks can be used by anybody. I think within the AEC industry as a very quick visualization tool, a quick design option tool. What I mean with that is that you can very quickly sketch the layout of the bigger site and do multiple design options, and then very high quality visualization environment. If you look at construction, for instance, customers start using InfraWorks to very quickly lay out the site and do preliminary site planning as well, integrating the elements coming from the Revit environment.
Yeah.
So that's another tool that's very useful. Third one in line would be Autodesk vehicle tracking, because it allows you to do analysis on site access for lorries, for instance, including ground clearance. It allows you to very quickly lay out parkings around buildings or in parking garages, parking inside buildings.
I think that's something we'll definitely talk about more, because we've had a lot of questions about what this tool does.
So I think these are the three main ones that are probably unknown by the building designers. Navisworks obviously is a good tool, but this is a more known, already known and used product by the building.
And for those that don't, if you are working in that Revit environment and haven't really kind of ventured out of there, Navisworks is a tool to allow you to integrate over 50 different file formats in one place. So you can bring in your Revit file alongside your Civil 3D, alongside point clouds, alongside manufacturing data, alongside other design data from other sources, to do clash detection, quantification, construction simulations as well. One of the other things which you started off talking there about, every building's on a piece of land. One of the ways in which people really understand the surrounding area is laser scanning.
Yeah.
So recap.
So as you know, recap is fully part of the AEC collection, and this is not a typical infrastructure thing. It's applicable for any of the industries, but it's indeed a very quick way of capturing the existing conditions. I think it's probably important to say that there are two ways of capturing that existing context: by using a traditional scanner on a tripod.
Yes.
Which is multiple setup locations where you scan the bigger area. But if the area is quite big and it has not that many buildings, or it might be worthwhile flying over the site with a drone, taking pictures of the site, and then upload these pictures to the recap service in the cloud, and that will turn that photos into a point cloud and even an aerial image and a 3D model really from the terrain. So both directions, if you want to fly and use pictures, or you want to do traditional scanning, the data can be integrated in any of the tools, the design tools that we have within the AEC collection.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. And I think when you think any building isn't a building on its own, it's it's always going to be on the ground. It's always going to have surrounding context. Yeah. And if you're trying to sell to your clients what this building is going to look like, how their office is going to look, you need to have that surrounding context to be able to understand, what is the view going to be like from that office? What are the potential sight lines that you're going to have into different areas? So there's quite a lot of tools there. If you want to know more about the AEC collection, if you have a look at the link here, if you've got any more questions about any tools in the AEC collection or any of the other tools we have, feel free to email in at theaecbar@autodesk.com or comment on the video, and we'll get back to you soon. Thank you again.
Thank you.